Head check. Then it's up here. Hi, Charm. You look nonchalant today. Not bothered? Fine. She's grown out of me. You right, Lynette, darling? You got a little bit of something just here. Some help with that? Or did you want to keep it? I took it out now. Probably spent hours putting that there, did you? Yeah, don't rub on me today though, because I haven't got a coat on. So you'll go stick all your hairs on my jumper. I know, darling. Oh, there's Charm. Yeah, good girl. It's a bit loose, that, to be honest. Should make it a tiny bit tighter. Well, maybe it's all right. Maybe it's all right. Never know, do you? You could tell me, it'd be great. What can you smell? Patrick, MJ, Charmels. You look a bit grown up today, Charm. Oh, thanks, Lynette. Your booby's fine. Yeah. Oh, darling, you look a bit grown up. Good girl. Good lass. Right, who's next? Frankie's over there. I know that Goldie and Stella are up behind that hill, but I feel like they might head this way. And I might go up to them and then they'll come down this way. So I'm going to go to the main group. I think these guys are just glad that it's not blinking raining. Got Cece's bomb, and Ness, and Riley, and Kitty. Hi, Cece, darling. Fine? Yeah? This crest is quite hard. Talk about worrying about them having laminitis. She has got a bit of a crest here, and it's quite hard. So, for your sake, I'm glad winter's coming. She didn't have a very hard winter last year. It went a bit too easy on you. So you're going to have a harder one this year, missus. Get rid of some of this fat too, just like your mum. She's out of ED and just like her mum. We also need to see the dentist because you've got retained caps there. Riley Piley. Oops. Good lad. Yeah, he was born with blue eyes. Yeah, he's getting some decent bone on those hind legs there. Pretty sure Riley's going to be one of these. He's going to glow up. He's going to have a big glow up at like. I'm covering grey hairs again. At you're really casting. Maybe like 3, 4. Then you're going to turn into a stunner. He hasn't got a bad bone though. Not as good as his dad's, but better than his mum's, which I suppose is what you hope for. What's going on here? A scabby scab. I love that. They're all like funny coloured where he's casting your summer coat out, getting your winter woolies in. You're plenty fat as well, but you're not got the same crest that she's got. Just a bit fat. But at this time of year, do you eat my jumper? We're happy for them to. Oh no, don't wreck the jumper. That's really naughty. Don't do that. At this time of year, we are happy for them to be a bit fat because we're heading into winter now. It's September next week. So the grass out here will keep growing for a bit longer. And then once it stops growing, they'll have. Oh, you do need your feet doing. Once it stops growing, they'll have some. You know, they'll keep eating what's here. But then by like January latest, there won't be anything left really to eat. So then we'll be feeding hay, and you'll be losing all this fat. But there's no way they can go into next spring as fat as they are now. That was Jack startling them. But the amount of fat they've got on them now, if they were to go into spring this fat, that would be really dangerous for them. So we do want them to go into spring lean. So you're going to burn all this off this winter. but we don't want, it's a real balance. We don't want to burn it off too soon and then they get too skinny, or we end up feeding them loads or bring them in because they're too skinny. So it's really fine balancing act, but you do need your feet doing. We will do that. Let's see your teeth. Oh, there's nice teeth. Just nice teeth. Just a nice one. Yes, darling. Jack spooked you then, didn't he? That old Jack spooked you then. That's sad, isn't it? That's really sad. Just like your mummy you are. You're like a chin scratch, just like your mum does. It's funny that, isn't it? And Frankie's the same. Yeah, you're so sweet, girl. Also too fat. I mean, not cresty like Cece is. Too fat really, but for the time of year, I'm happy with it. It's a good amount of fat to take into winter, but not a dangerous amount of fat, being that there is still grass growing. So these are both 2-year-olds. Cece's also 2. You're back, are you, young man? Kitty here is coming up 5 months. Yeah, not far off 5 months now, kits. I really don't really want to come and see you in that bog, actually. She's also looking well. We possibly won't wean Cece before winter. We might leave her on her mum, so her weight is no worries at all. Whatever it is, she'll stay on her mum, so she'll be absolutely fine. It'll be a mum that loses weight, but that's the point of not weaning her, because Kiva has been far too overweight for the last like 2 years maybe. Definitely she went into last summer she got way too fat. Didn't really lose it all the way through winter. So this is Kiva here. Really, Riley? I don't think Kiva wants to see you, so you probably don't want to come with me. I mean, she's not too bad now. She looks a bit better. That's nursing a foal, a great big foal, but she is still too fat. She's got a gutter here, big fat pads here. Again, fine. I don't mind this going into winter, but she didn't really lose much last winter because she didn't have a foal at foot. So then she went into spring and summer like this weight last year, and then going into last winter she was enormous. Didn't really lose anything through winter. Even though the weather was terrible, like when the hail was bouncing off your ass and you still weren't really losing weight. So now using her filly foal to nurse the weight off her, it'll be the best way. I mean, winter would get rid of some of it, but I don't think enough. She wants to go into spring lean, especially as she's not in foal, so she won't have a foal this year. Riley, Kiva's going to tell you off. There we go. See, I just didn't want to be in the middle of that. You're very predictable, Keeves. Yes, so we'll leave Kitty on Kiva, I think. I mean, it's a risky game because she could take a lot out of her and make her too lean. But I think I'd rather she went too lean than went into next spring too fat without a foal, and then she'd have the whole spring and summer on grass, no foal keeping her weight down or taking anything out of her. So no, I think we need to make sure you go into next spring lean, missus, or I'm going to be worried about you. So we'll probably leave Kitty on you through winter to nurse that weight off you. We'll probably leave Charm on Linnet as well, to be honest. Linnet's also not in foal, and she is one that has had like a touch of lammy in the past, the farrier thinks. She never came lame with it, but just looking at the growth of her feet at one point, it's like she's had a touch, and we think it was when she was running with Patrick to get in foal with Charm, and it was in a really good field, and they just stayed with him for weeks. She didn't get massively fat, but you don't have to be hugely fat to be laminitic, do you? So we just have to be extra careful with her. And she's one that doesn't look as heavy. She never looks as heavy as the likes of Kiva, but she carries it like secretly, the weight, and she's quite long back, so I think that disguises some of the weight sometimes as well. So we just have to watch it with Linnet. So getting her really lean for next spring would be a good idea as well, because again, not in foal, so use the current foal to get the weight off her. Hi Sonny, also too fat. Too fat, but I mean, you're probably the fattest one, although, but not as cresty as Cece. A bit cresty, to be honest. Look at these fat pads. Shouldn't be so fat. Look at all this. I mean, she didn't really lose a lot of weight last winter. I mean, I don't think you got anything extra. We put some hay in the field once because it was when it's absolutely snowed over. So the snow was the grass was buried between like a foot of snow, beneath a foot of snow. So we put some hay in the field then, and they didn't even want it. They turned their nose up at it and went off to dig out the grass out of the snow. But otherwise, we didn't give you anything extra, did we? Nothing, and you still didn't really lose weight. They were in what is now the love field. It was Letty, Sunny, Frankie, and then Lynette joined them as well. Back end. No, when did Lynette go? No, Lynette was there. I can't remember. I can't remember what was going on. Anyway. Maybe Lynette was there the whole time, and then she came away. Yeah, it was the 4 of them, and then Lynette left to go and join Patrick and the info mares. That's what happened. So you need a really hard winter, because you can't go into next spring anything like this. It's dangerous, my darling. But it is the right time of year to be fat, isn't it? What's going on here? What have we done? I don't think we'll fret about that, but we might keep an eye on it. Hey, baby girl. What have you got here? Another lump. Can you not have lumps and bumps, please? You just don't have lumps and bumps, please. I mean, you could have been in foal, Sonny, if you'd have let Patrick have a go. But no. Frankie, on the other hand, Frankie's not nearly as good a doer. I mean, she's carrying plenty of weight now, but she is one that does go leaner. So one more to keep an eye on. This is where it's hard when you've got the whole herd. We're going to have the whole of these lot together over winter. We'll take away the info mares to go and run with the stallions. Well, Letty and Andy will stay with Harley, and Patrick will go with Edie, and Goldie will go and run with him as well for the winter. So we will wean Stella off of Goldie, because I'm NJ off of Edie, because they're going to go and spend the winter with Patrick in a field, but everyone else is going to be on the fell. So you all got different like going in, carrying different weights, different needs, like different levels of maintaining your weight. Some of you are growing more. You're going to grow a bit more, aren't you? I don't think Sonny is. Goes outwards. Frankie, can I remove this? So yeah, we keep an eye on your weight. What a silly pop you are. Oh, boys are enjoying each other. Don't know what you're going to do, Red. Last time you wintered with your mum and you were still nursing, weren't you? So you were fine. But you're on the fell this year, unless your new mum wants you with her. So he'll be on the fell for the first time over winter, and because he's half thoroughbred and he's growing, like he's only a yearling, so he's got a lot of growing to do, he might be one that needs a bit extra, or goes a bit poor without it. Paddy was the one last year, and his older brother was 1 year before, that needed extra. I think it's just because of the legginess of them, the growingness. They just need extra, otherwise they go lean, like too lean. So I'm not sure what you'll do, my man. We'll be keeping an eye on you. We have got the barn and the field there. Storm will be there with Lenny, and we'll need someone there to Patrick, Paddy and Jack are playing. We'll need someone there to keep Lenny from mithering Storm. So one of these youngsters, whether it's Red, or one of the 2-year-olds, or one of the weaned foals, could be MJ maybe, stays with Storm and Lenny, or I guess anyone who needs it, because they're poor. It might be that it's Red, because might be the poor doer. You bashed your leg there, my friend. You have a little bit bashed, a little bit puffy. I don't think we're going to worry about it. So Paddy had a winter at the barn last year, a winter in the barn and the field. That means coming in every night and eating hay all night, so they get extra to eat, and they're in out of the worst of the weather and the cold. But it was fine. It didn't make him too fat. It kept him just right, actually. and you didn't mind, did you? But I think this year we'll try you on the fell and just, you're bigger and sturdier now than you were as a yearling, so hopefully you'll be alright out here. Thanks. Think. What do you think? Can you? You can see it doesn't carry as much fat as some of them though. Let's play with Jack. Play with him then if you want to. Who else are we going to wean? Yes, so we'll wean MJ and we'll wean Stella in probably a couple of months' time, when they'll be like 7 months, maybe another month after that. We'll see how it goes. If you boys are going to play, that's fine, but I don't want to be involved. Kelly should be fine on the fell, a good weight but not too fat. Oh, that's nice. Still growing but not rapidly like Paddy was, or casting like mad now. Summer coats coming out. Right, who have I not seen? Oh, Goldie and Stella, they're still up there. Remember these sunny August afternoons. Stella gonna come down without Goldie. Oh, my kitty kits. Now you're on dry ground, I'll come and stand and see you. Didn't want to sink my boots in that bog. Goodness. That's Stella shouting. Yeah, they're all over here. Apart from your mum who's up behind you. Right, darling. I see you. Good girl. So Stella's left her mum, who's all the way up there still. Oh, she went to groom you and you just went to take a chunk out of her neck. Oh, everyone's grooming today. That's Sunny and Kiva grooming. Ness and Frankie. So Ness and Frankie are sisters, both out of Linnet, although different sires, different stallions. Sunny is Kiva's daughter. Hi, Stells. You've lost your mum. I know where she is. You ran away from her. Oh, Stella looks the same size as Kitty now. I don't think I've seen Stella standing up for a while. It's just you that's little, Miss Midget. I'd say MJ is easily as big as these two. It's just you that's small, Charmy. Ouch! That was a nip on my... Oh, you still always got a snotty nose, you have. Hi, darling. Oh. What do you think about having a head collar on you, Stella? We haven't tried that yet, have we? Probably should.